Hello, this is Toni Arthur at the BBC in London with the best of British folk music in Folkweave. British folk music has its fair share of husband and wife duos, and Dave and Toni Arthur is one of them. But today we're going to hear from a Gloucestershire pair, Graham and Eileen Pratt. We recorded them at Phoebus Awakes Folk Club at the Rising Sun Public House in Catford in London, a club that my husband Dave and I founded back in 1968. Graham and Eileen Pratt.
Whenever I sing the following ballad, I always tell the story behind it because I think it's a very weird story. It's about a girl that makes a bet with her boyfriend that they can meet in a secluded wood and she can still retain her maidenhead, you see. But he doesn't think she can do this because he's all big and lusty and hairy and desperate, as they say. And she's just a frail little ninny of a girl. But fortunately, while she's sort of worrying about whether to turn up for this date or not, because if she doesn't turn up, then he'll never sort of speak to her again, and that would be even worse than being raped. And then she suddenly has the help of an old witch who tells her that the broom, or the broom blossom, the magic perfume of which makes lusty lovers drop off. Nevertheless, the girl tries this and scatters the blossom round her lover, and he carries on sleeping, and when he wakes up, he's still madly randy and very angry, so he takes it out on his poor old horse. And that's the end of the song.
It's better every time.
So for all horse lovers, the Broomfield Hill. Very pretty ballad, actually.
And the lady bride had a true tryst by the broom. The one went early in the morn, the other in the afternoon. And I she sat in her mother's bower, and I she made her moan. Oh, should I go to the Broomfield Hill, or should I stay at home? And out then spoke a witch woman, all from the room above. Oh, you may go to the Broomfield Hill and still come a maiden home. For when you get to the Broomfield Hill, you'll find your love asleep. Take ye the blossom of the broom and strew it round his head and feet. Take ye the rings from your fingers small, put them in his right hand, to let him know when he awakes his love was at his command. Well, where were you, my good white steed? Oh, steed that cost so dear, that wouldn't watch and waken me when there was a maiden here. I stamped all with my foot, me lord, and made my bridal ring, but no such thing would waken you before the lady rise. good white steed to reach the maiden still, or all the birds of the good green wood of your flesh shall have their fill. You need not burst your good white steed by racing o'er the down. No bird flies faster through the wood than a sheep fled through the broom.
As you joined in excellently with choruses, this is one tailor-made
Without a
for
chorus.
you. Yeah, no. It has a long chorus and several repeat this little bit type phrases. It's an Edwardian musical song called When the Harvest Moon is Shining, Sweet Eileen, and bears no resemblance to my wife whatsoever, except that she looks like a harvest moon.
Very nice.
Please join in as you feel fit, or otherwise.
It's a soppy love song about a couple growing old together, and you're not really supposed to take it seriously unless you're a soppy Edwardian.
There are a few around still.
Do try and join in. The bits where you join in are obvious, really. You sort of
Yes.
repeat half lines in a barbershop type manner.
Two lovers true are roaming through the country in the gloaming by the corn, golden corn. The long, long day is over, and the last great load of clover homeward borne, homeward borne. The toiler's work is ended with the setting of the sun, and silver moonbeams rise upon the scene, upon the scene. The rustic swain draws nigh to his sweetheart standing by, and murmurs, hear my promise, sweet Eileen. Eileen. When the harvest moon is shining, sweet Eileen, oh sweet Eileen, by the pathway through the meadowland so green, so fresh and green, we will wander all alone in a dream world all our own. When the harvest moon is shining, sweet Eileen, oh sweet Eileen. An old pair sit together by a cottage midst the heather. Youth is past, long since past. Still, though their footsteps falter, their affection cannot alter. Love will last, always last, and still their thoughts will ever flow to days of long ago. And though her golden tresses now are grey, they now are grey, Joan's heart is filled with pride as Darby by her side just murmurs in that old familiar way. This moon is shining, sweet Eileen, oh sweet Eileen, by the pathway through the meadowland so green, so fresh and green, we will wander all alone in a dream world all our own. When the harvest moon is shining, sweet Eileen, oh sweet Eileen. This is a silly song, supposedly in comparison with the last one, which you might have thought silly. It's up to you. This is another self-penned one. A lot of the songs I write are based on legends, and this one's no exception, except this legend had some foundation in truth, about one leg and one arm, I think it was. It's about a gentleman called Lumley Kettlewell, a Yorkshireman, whose one claim to fame, he would have been avoided by all history books had he not had this peculiar bent, which was to try and give up food. He thought food was an evil. Well, he was Yorkshireman, you know, you can't blame. And he wasn't so daft as he sounds, because he experimented first of all on his donkey, his dog and his cat. No, his
cat? There's no cat in the
his
song.
dog, his horse and his donkey, that's right, it was same difference. They all died. He's heard my introduction before, that gentleman. Get out and come back in half an hour. No, it's not that long. Anyway, where was I? I was looking over the corpses of these 3 farmyard animals, that's right. And they said, he calmly wrote in his... What do you mean, hello, they've been here hours? He calmly wrote in his little notebook that he kept, they were just getting used to their food-free diet when they died. I lie not, that's the truth. And he made the final scientific sacrifice at the age of 68 and experimented on himself and died in the cause of science. So this is dedicated to that voyeur and knit Lumley Kettlewell. The chorus is, in spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. So please join in with gusto, or whoever's sitting next to you. Right, sorry about that, we'll start the song. Chorus goes something like this. In spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. One more time for the ladies, and for me. In spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. That time, every time, but louder. I'll sing of Lumley Kettlewell, a Yorkshireman of fame. In Bolton Percy he was born, and there he made his name. Although a wealthy farmer's son and possessed of health most rude, he spent his whole life trying to prove that no one needed food. But in spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. Now you might think him funny or consider him berserk, but think of the advantages had Lumley's theory worked. Goodbye to indigestion and adieu to diarrhea. A little abdominal emptiness is all you'd have to fear. So in spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. Lovely, and better next time. The strictest of experiments he ably carried through. He starved his dog, he starved his horse, he starved his donkey too, to cure their dreadful habit of eating between gaps. And when success was in his grasp, the poor beast just collapsed. So in spite of Lumley Kettlewell and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. He saw food as an evil and disdained the good square meal. Plates of chips and Yorkshire pud for him held no appeal. He practised and he practised to perfect the food-free day. And just when he'd perfected it, the poor sod passed away. So in spite of Lumley, Kettlewell, and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. So when the final trumpets blow and mortals bow down low to those great men of science who taught us all we know, with Einstein, Pasteur, Curie too, let Lumley take his seat. His failure proves that truth of truths, you die unless you eat. So in spite of Lumley, Kettlewell, and all he had to say, it seems that man was born to eat until his dying day. Thank you.
Graham and Eileen Pratt at the Phoebus Awakes Folk Club in London. For the rest of today's programme, we travel to Whitby to hear a Yorkshire group called Swan Arcade. They're a three-piece group, husband and wife Dave and Heather Brady, together with Jim Boys, and we recorded them in Whitby at the folk festival there.
Last Valentine's Day, bright Phoebus shone clear. We had not been a-hunting for the space of 1 year. Last Valentine's Day, bright Phoebus shone clear. We had not been a-hunting for the space of 1 year. I mounted Black Clover, that horse of great fame, for to hear the horns blow and the words tally-ho, tally-ho, tally-ho. Hark forward, USS tally-ho. Hark into cover, Colonel Wyndham he cried. He had no sooner spoke than a fox he espied. Hark, hark into cover, Colonel Wyndham he cried. He had no sooner spoke than a fox he espied. Tally-ho was the word, and then crack the whip, and that being the signal our hounds they let slip. Tally-ho, tally-ho, hark forward, USS tally-ho. Then up stepped Jim Norris, who cared not a pin, when he pushed the stream and his horse tumbled in. Then up stepped Jim Norris, who cared not a pin, when he pushed the stream and his horse tumbled in. And as he crossed over, he spied the bold wren, with her tongue hanging out, turning back to her den. Tally-ho, tally-ho, hark forward, USS tally-ho. Our arms and our horses, they all were so good, as ever broke cover or dashed through a wood. Our arms and our horses, they all were so good, as ever broke cover or dashed through a wood. So come fill up your glasses and round let us drink, for whilst we are hunters we never will shrink. Tally-ho, tally-ho, hark forward, USS tally-ho. Thank you. This is another sea song. Comes out of a blue book, and we got us inspiration for singing it from Martin Carthy, who I suppose gives a lot of inspiration to a lot of people to sing a lot of songs. And I think any song that you sing, you could probably have stolen it off Martin, because I don't think there's many that he hasn't sung like. This one's a rather fine song with a nice story, and it's called The Rainbow.
I don't think I'm going to reach it.
It's
a little nerve-wracking as we've never sung this song before. 2, 3, 4. Oh, as we were a-sailing down by the Spanish shore, where the drums they did beat and the large cannon did roar, there we spied a lofty army go bearing over the main, which causes us to hoist up our topmost sail again. Our captain says, be ready, oh, he says, me boys, stand true. To face the Spanish army we lately did pursue. For to face the Spanish army lay along the ocean wide, and without a good protection, boys, we'll take the first broadside. Now it's broadside for broadside, these vessels o'er they went, for sinking one another, it was their full intent. And the very second broadside, our captain he got slain, and a damsel jumped in his place to give command again. Oh, we fought for nearly 4 hours, for 4 hours or more, till we had scarce a man on board our gallant ship to steer. Till we had scarce a man on board to fire off the gun, and the blood from our decks like a river it did run. Oh, for quarters, the Spanish boys did cry. You have had the best of quarters, this damsel did reply. You have had the best of quarters, that's how we can afford. You must fight, sink or swim, me boys, or jump overboard. Aye, and now the war is over, and we'll take a glass of wine. You will drink to your true love, and I will drink to mine. Here is a health unto that damsel who fought upon the main. Oh, she has a royal gallant ship and a rainbow's her name. Right, this is an ode from us, an ode from a lot of people. It's a song sung a lot, but we've sung it for years and years and still never got sick of it. I would have said, but I daren't. I dare. No, I won't. It's called Peat-Bog Soldiers. If you want to join in anyway, you're most welcome.
Not name.
Far and wide as the eye can wander, peat and moor are everywhere. Not a bird sings out to greet us. Trees are standing gaunt and bare. We are the Peat-Bog soldiers. We are marching with our faith to the moor. Up and down the guards are pacing. No one can get through. Flight would mean a sure death
guns and barbed wire, great of you. We are the Peat-Bog soldiers. We're marching with our faith to the moor. But for us there is no complaining. Winter will in time be past. Then once more we will stand rejoicing. Homeland dear, you are mine at last. Then will the Peat-Bog soldiers march no more with their spade to the moor.
Swan Arcade at Whitby, and before that, Graham and Eileen Pratt bringing this edition of Folkweave to a close. Until the next time, this is Toni Arthur at the BBC in London saying goodbye. Hello, from the BBC in London, this is Toni Arthur with the best of British folk music in Folkweave. The two singers in today's programme come from very different musical backgrounds. Later on you can hear Tony Rose, a club folk singer from the west of England. But first, Robin Williamson. Robin was a member of the Incredible String Band, a folk and rock group who broke up in 1974, after which Robin went to live in the USA and played Celtic music to the Californians with a group called Robin Williamson and, believe it or not, his Merry Band. They had made an LP at the time this recording was made, but it hadn't been released in Britain, so the audience had not seen or heard of Robin for several years. It was also the first time in 13 years that he'd sung solo, and one of the songs was especially written for the occasion. The occasion in question was an unscheduled appearance at the Cambridge Folk Festival, and the audience were obviously delighted to see him. Robin Williamson.
Hello. Are you with me? Seasons they change while cold blood is raining. I have been waiting beyond the years. Now over the skyline I see you're traveling, brothers from all time gathering. Come, let us build a ship of the future in an ancient pattern that journeys far. Come, let us set sail for the always islands, through seas of leaving to the summer star. Seasons they change, but with gaze unchanging, our deep-eyed sisters, as at you I see. and the seeds of beauty you bear within you of unborn children, glad and free. It's in your fingers, the fates are spinning, the sacred binding of the yellow grain. And scattered we were when the long night was breaking, but in bright morning converse again. Thank you very much indeed, my friends. And it's a great pleasure to be back in Britain after so long. And I wrote a song when I was, yesterday I was thinking, well, what will I sing when I go down there, you know? Because I haven't sung by myself in about 10 years or so. And I wrote this little song, which I'd like to sing for you now. It's a new one. Well, thank you very much. Scotland, oh, where I was born, and happy I have been. There's 3 long years, 3 years or more, since I my home have seen. All over North America, from shore to shore I roam, thinking often all the while, and how would I get home? There's crafty men, and they use the pen, and they write their bills and deeds. They load the tax all on your backs, and they turn the fields to streets, and they buy and sell the paper thin, and rich and fat they grow. 'Tis they have driven many a one all from these island shores. I'll take the good times with the bad. Times are nothing sure. I've learned the while that fortune smiles on them that can endure, and I will trust in Providence if Providence proves true. And I'll have some other song to sing when I get back to you. Now all of us here have sorrow known, and yet tomorrow comes with different ways, and may better days yet lead us all safe home. For better days will surely come, as sure as I'm here to sing, and we'll yet see friendship and sweet peace all over this world so green. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.
Robin Williamson recorded at Cambridge. Tony Rose is our second singer on the programme today. He's a favourite of the English folk clubs, well known for his West Country songs. Tony used to be a teacher in a well-known English public school, but he gave it up to travel the road with his guitar and concertina. We recorded him at the Ipswich Traditional Music Club.
It's May she comes and May she goes down beyond Garden Green, and it's there she spied a brisk young squire, as fair as e'er was seen. It's May she comes and May she goes down beyond Holland Tree, and it's there she spied this brisk young squire. Oh, a fair young lad was he. Give to me your green mantle, give me your maidenhead. If you won't give me a green mantle, give me your maidenhead. He's taken her by the milk-white hand, oh, he's gently laid her down, and when he's taken her up again, given her a silver comb. Perhaps there may be bairns, kind sir, perhaps there may be none, but if you be a courtier, pray tell to me your name. Oh, I am no courtier, said he, but late come from the sea. I am no courtier, said he, but when I courted thee, and they call me Jack when I'm abroad, sometimes they call me John. But when I'm in my father's bower, Jock Randall is my name. You lie, you bonny boy, so loud I hear you lie, for I am Lord Randall's only daughter. He has no one but me. You lie, you bonny maid, so loud I hear you lie, for I am Lord Randall's only son. He has no one but me. Then she's put her hand into her side, and it's out she's taken the knife. She's thrust it in her own heart's blood. She's taken away her life. He's taken up his bonny sister with a salt tear in his eye, and he has buried his bonny sister beneath yon holland tree. Oh, then he's hied him o'er the dale, his father dear to see. Sing oh, for my bonny hind beneath yon holland tree. What care you for your bonny hind? For it you need not care, for there's odd score hinds in yonder park, and there's 50 hinds to spare. 80 of them are silver shod, of them you may take 3. But oh, sing oh, for my bonny hind beneath yon holland tree. What care you for your bonny hind? For it you need not care. Take you the best, leave me the worst, for it's plenty are to spare. Oh, I care not for your hinds, father, and I care not for your fee. But oh, sing oh for my bonny hind beneath yon holland tree. Oh, where you and your sister's bower, your sister fair to see, you would care no more for your bonny hind beneath yon holland tree. I think this is my favourite story. I often look for stories when I'm looking for songs. Good tunes as well, of course, but I mean, it's comparatively unusual to find a sort of a different plot. You know, there's sort of standard plots which abound in songs and recur in more or less the same form in dozens and dozens of different songs. Sometimes you find a different one. This is one. A song called Bold Archer, or Archie Caulfield in Scotland. It's a bit of early bureaucracy, what you might call a red tape ballad, for want of a better description. It's all about a bloke in prison, and it's not just an ordinary prison, it's one of these green, slimy, underground dungeons of a medieval variety. And not only is he just sort of in the dungeon, but he's fastened down, the song's quite specific about this, he's fastened down with 40 hundredweight, which I think is 2 ton by my reckoning, of assorted ironmongery in the form of manacles around his ankles and wrists and long lengths of chain and big balls of iron on the floor and things like that. Anyway, he's got a friend, fortunately. He's got a friend who decides he's going to rescue him. He's got a very strong friend who decides he's going to come and rescue him, which he does. Kind of walks through the door, first of all. Nothing shall stand in his path. Picks up Archer and all the chains in the lot and carries him off. And the plan is absolutely flawless, except that they haven't communicated to the horse on which they're to escape that he's going to be required to carry an extra load. And unfortunately, he proves completely unequal to the task. Gets about 300 yards and collapses in a heap. Whereupon they're pursued and caught by the sheriff, who's come the long way round, eventually gets there. And it appears at this stage as if they're all about to be dragged off back into prison again. This is where the sort of the red tape bit comes in, because the sheriff doesn't appear actually very concerned about the prospect of losing prisoners at all, but he's mortally afraid of having to go back and explain that he's lost 2 ton of ironmongery, which I presume he's had to sign for at some stage. Bold Archer. I rode out one May morning, all at the dawning of the day. I heard 2 brothers a-making moan, and listened a while to what they did say. We have a brother in prison, said they, all in the prison lieth he. If we had 10 men like ourselves, we soon should set the prisoner free. Oh no, bold Dickie, he cried, and oh no, it never can be. 40 men would be little enough, and I've to ride in their company. 10 for to hold the horses in, 10 to guard the city about, and 10 to stand at the prison door, and 10 for to letting Bold Archer out. They mounted their horses and so rode they, but they so merrily rode till they came to the riverside, and there they alighted so gallantly. They mounted their horses and so rode they, but they so gallantly rode till they came to the other side, and there they alighted so drippingly. They mounted their horses and so rode they, but they so daringly rode till they came to the prison door, and there they alighted so gallantly. And Archer, oh Archibald Dickie, he cried, look you not so mournfully, 40 men in my company, and we are come to set you free. Oh no, bold Archer, he cried, no, oh no, it never can be, 40 weight of good Spanish iron between me ankle and my knee. But Dickie broke locks and Dickie broke keys, and Dickie broke everything he could see. He took the bold Archer under his arm and carried him out so manfully. They mounted their horses and so rode they, but they so gallantly rode till they came to the riverside, and there they alighted so daringly. Dickie, oh Dickie, bold Archer, he cried, take me love to me wife and me children 3. My horse it is lame, he cannot swim, and here I fear that I must die. But they changed their horses and so rode they, but they so gallantly rode till they came to the other side, and there they alighted so daringly. Dickie, oh Dickie, bold Archer, he cried, look you yonder there and see, I think I see the old sheriff a-coming, 100 men in his company. Dickie, oh Dickie, the sheriff, he cried, you are the worst rascal ever I seed, and give me back the iron you stole, and I will set the prisoner free. Oh no, bold Dickie, he cried, no, oh no, it never can be, the iron will do to shoe our horses, the blacksmith rides in our company. Dickie, oh Dickie, the sheriff, he cried, you are the worst rascal ever I seed, and thank you for nothing, bold Dickie, he cried, and you are a fool for following me. One midsummer's evening, the sun being gotten down, young Polly went walking by the side of a pond. She sat under the shady trees, showers for to shun, with her apron wrapped around her, white as a swan. Young Willie went hunting with his dog and his gun. Young Willie went hunting as the evening came on. Down among those green rushes as the evening came on, he shot his own true love in the room of a swan. When he'd seen what he'd done, the way he did run, crying, Father, dear Father, do you see what I've done? Down among those green rushes as the evening came on, I shot my own true love in the room of a swan. Stay at home, dear Willie, till your trial do come on, that you may not be banished to some foreign land. On the day of your trial, your father will appear with 100 bright guineas, if that will you clear. On the day of the trial, young Pauline would appear, crying, people, oh people, let Willie go clear. Down among those green rushes as the evening came on, he shot his own true love, the room of a swan.
Tony Rose, and earlier you heard a couple of songs from Robin Williamson. And that's all from Folkweave today. So from me, Toni Arthur, at the BBC in London, it's goodbye for now.